Athletics Recreation at the University of Wyoming. Thanks for tuning in for another office wellness tips. In this video, I'm going to share with you some things that you can do while you're seated that you don't have to stand up for it. We might be in a video meeting, a conference call, and we don't want us to stand up and move around because people might be able to see us. So under the cover of your desk, you can still get some movement in. While you're seated, my first task is going to be to extend one leg at a time underneath your desk because it might be there. I am squeezing my leg pretty hard as I can. I'm going to drive my heel forward and pull my toe up underneath the desk. And I can do alternate legs on that, or if my hands are on my table, I can push down a little bit, sit up tall, and kind of brace against the table as I extend both legs. And then we can get some extra abdominal recruitment as well. And we can counter that with 2 legs. Okay, from there, I'm going to give us a wrist strategy as well. We're typing around and our office setup might be a little different than it was before. So if your fingers start to cramp up, grab like a big claw pincher, grab your hand and shake, like fan your face back and forth. And you don't have to do it in view, but I just want to loosen up my wrist, and I'm actively shaking my hand with the other hand, and I'm just letting this wrist go soft. And that's going to free up and mobilize some of that stiffness in my wrist. And I'll do both hands for 15 to 30 seconds. Feels a little goofy right away, but in the end I think it'll feel pretty good. And then going back to our feet, or back to our hips rather. If I'm seated, this is a posture that all of us assume, and it's not the best. So if we can remind ourselves to sit up tall, and then think about our hips. I'm going to do some pelvic rotations. I'm going to posteriorly roll my hips and then anteriorly roll my hips. As if I had a tail, I'm going to tuck my tail in and I'm going to lift my tail up. And that's just thinking about my pelvic tilt down at the bottom of the chair. Okay, so that's that function. And then moving up, I'm going to do the same idea with my sternum and my mid-back. I'm going to push like a cat and cow, if you've heard that from yoga or something. I'm going to push my sternum forward and then draw it back in. And eventually I can do both of those at the same thing, this pretty large shape change while I'm seated. And I'm asking my spinal segments to move around. So here's a quick office tip. Thanks for tuning in.